Midnightrabbi with Emunah. This is class 15, if I'm not right, or if I am right. We're hearing a lot of this Ohr awakening of darkness, the dark force is in the world. And since we are with Emunah, which is the light force, the force of truth, the really true reality that from the darkness comes light, we have to strengthen this union together, this matter, this chaskus before Shovavim tate. There's a special time coming up for the Jewish people. And before we go into that special time, there's a in-between time after Hanukkah, the Ohr from Hanukkah, the light. And there's a moment of a big awakening towards Star Wars. That's in the world, is during the 3 days of darkness. It started already yesterday. And these 3 days of darkness, if you look up in our sources, you see that the Ches Tevis till Yud Tevis is 3 days where the darkness was mizgaber, like this idea of the month of Aiza. This is a month that we took back through Hanukkah and then later on through Purim and another few months. We cut this time, this tukufa, this period with Chodesh Adar, because these 3 months are connected to the time of Dan. We can go on and on. But the Nakuda, the point I want to bring out is that Yaakov was Chazek, he was Chazek Yisrael, gave strength to the Jewish people during this time where there's this big awakening. Even one of my friends and a few of my friends in Zusha, this special named band, was singing the niggin of Darth Vader. I don't know if it's a niggin from him, but it's definitely the opportunity to elevate the world in a spiritual way, in a soulful way. That's why I started singing. And this is an opportunity to chazek. I grew up with that as my, not my religion, but it was a very big part of my life, especially this time of year. And, we wish everyone only good. But this idea of, not the happy, the good aspect, to be good, that's the true aspect, to be godly, to emulate God. And that's really what I was always yearning for, which I think is in those films, the Star Wars films growing up as a kid. I didn't see the new one and I don't intend to see it. Hopefully I'll be protected from the everyone says these religious people, they're following each other, but to be able to be an individual, not to just do what the world dictates, the media dictates, even though I do have a connection to that film because it was a time in my life where spirituality wasn't available, and especially not in the synagogue or anywhere else. It was something you had to sort of look for in the world. And somehow in that film, Hashem threw in that world, in that experience that I grew up with, especially this time of year, always watching the reruns. It was something very powerful, this idea of the Force, to be a Jedi Knight, as we've spoken many times. But what I was really thinking about was, what's this deeper need? I don't need to be a hero and save the world. That's not the deeper need. That's not why I'm doing these videos. The deeper need really is what we all want, is a connection. Some say it's recognition. Oprah says that. But, if I would say myself, what I think it really is actually a connection. And I think that's something she could learn from me. Or from all the Jewish people who focus on this true point, and all the world, this idea of relationship. And this is something which we see in this week's parsha, the love between Yaakov and Yosef, and the love between Hashem and the Jewish people that He promises will take us out, and there'll be a time where Hashem will reveal the end of days, the Shuasach Chavisi Hashem during the time of Dan, the time where we're very lost from our heritage, including ourselves. How much do I really know? How much how much achronim, bishonim, how much do I really hold of the das of a Jew? How much do I really know? With the Indian of Tinnik Shanishba, some say we're not, some say we are, but the idea that we don't really have a true awareness of what it is to really, really be connected to Hashem and to be focused to spirituality in the true full sense, but because we have such a strong haftacha, a truth inside us, that Hashem gave us special gifts like this time, Shovavim. Shovavim is a time, it always comes out in the winter, the darkest time, the darkest month, and Asar B'Tevis is the beginning of all this darkness that comes into the world every year. And that's why Rav Shalom Arush is asking us, and other Tzaddikim, and it should all be well, that we have the ability with the Shema Yisrael, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad. This is the idea of the Yichud. This is the Nekuda which I wanted to talk about. And this during Shovavim is very mizgala, because at 6 weeks it's revealed during these 6 parshas as we go out from V'yechi to Shmos. Shmos is Rosh Hashanah, Shin. Shin is the beginning of Shovavim, Shin. And then it goes, Shovavim is Vav, is then this idea of Birah, and then Bo, and then Beshalach, and then Yitro, and then Mishpatim, and this year we have a Tata, the tough of Terumah Tetzaveh. But this is the idea of Shovavim Tata. This is this idea of Hashem brings us out of our Mitzpatim. The Jewish people go out of our restraints, things that are limiting us, blocking us off, focusing us in on things very intensely, in a very physical, limited, not happy way. And we have the ability to expand, to have rachavas adas, to open our minds to real awareness, true fear is true awareness, yira is awareness, and to have true ahava, true love. So we can't keep going on. There's a lot of light coming out right now. But the main point I want to say personally, since I grew up with that feeling, I needed to connect. Why? Like, I needed my father. I needed not the Darth Vader of the world, where it has this mask and there's this tremendous powerful force, but it was all used to crush and control. In the end, it came out as a love, as an endearment between a father and a son. And that was the end of the film. That's what most connected to me, this connection between father and son. It's Mosai, Tomarana, my bones, my whole being will praise you, Hashem. And that's the idea of this aspect, very deep, but Yaakov, the Atzmos Yosef, the Atzmos from Yaakov, the bones of Yaakov, this Etzem Ayom, this is Asar B'Tevis, this Etzem, the bone, is connected to the bone, the essence of the father goes into from the mind, comes into the son, but with Kedusha, it comes into the wife, and it forms Yichud, this idea, this unity, and that's procreation. That's really what relationship is. That's what I've been asked to talk about many times, talk about relationship. I have a relationship guide, you can look it up. Midnightrabbi Spiritual Guide, or Midnightrabbi Husband or happy, Wifey Happy, or whatever. I just named it, whatever it is. The point is, go look at it, Google it. It's out there, and this idea of relationship is so powerful. And I have some key points how to really be successful. I have a funny story that we have to bring some humor, not to the marriage. Marriage, as I was listening to Ramonis Friedman, marriage is holy. And we have to respect our wife, and our wife has to respect us, and that's a beautiful thing. The relationship has a kingship, a queenship, has a spiritual elevator quality to it, and that brings out this etzem, this spiritual light from the bone, from the essence of a Jew, from the mind. It comes into the child, and this is a continuation from father to son, this tremendous love, and this goes all the way back, like in Tanya. We've been learning Tanya from the beginning, from Yud Kislev, this Ohr of Chassidus, this beautiful revelation that we're all, even the most lowest kind of Jew, seemingly, he really has a connection all the way from his mind back to the original father, Hashem, or the Adam Arishon, who was created by Hashem. And this we all go back to the first man. We all go back, all brothers, all sisters. I have a song about this in my album Together, Soul Brother, Soul Sister. We're all together. We're all having this etzem. We're all inside, coming from the same source of oneness. And this yichud, this unity that Yaakov was trying to reveal during these 6 parshas coming up after Parshas V'yechi, after Yaakov's giving strength and Yisrael to Jewish people and to the world, we have these 6 parshas where we can bring out this awe, and we have all the advice in these parshas how to have Emunah in every situation, that Hashem will take us out of our struggles and help bring Yeshuas, bring positive things, bring us everything we need. And this is a tremendous chizuk in Emunah, strength in Emunah during this time. It's a special gift that was elevated this time to be much more revealed, the inner light of the Torah. And I bless you all to have Tahara Kedusha. This is the holiness and purity that brings out, that makes you a vessel for this light of Emunah. So you don't think I'm some crazy guy that, I'm not into Star Wars right now and everyone else is, and that makes me crazy because I'm not like everyone else. So maybe it makes me thinking different. My mind's thinking in a more elevated place, that this connection and that aspect is what I was looking for. And I saw it in that film. And it's, it draws me back, that part, not all the flashing and the lights and all the violence and craziness. It's this idea that we really want to be connect in an awesome way, and that's what we will do soon with Mashiach coming, and to remember the truth that we can all say Shema Yisrael, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad, that it's all unified. Our relationship with our wife is unified, and our children, and everything in our life. And we should be blessed with that reality. It's chazak, chazak, and it's chazek. It should be strengthened in every way.